Well, hello, everyone. Happy Friday night. I know most of you are used to this being the match game time, but tonight we have something very special for you guys. Unfo- Whoops, sorry. Used to it being match game night, but it is not. We have something special. I am going to talk about Hawaii in place. All of my co hosts right now actually need some prayers. So, given what has happened with Milton, we did not want to put any undue stress on my other co-host on Friday, who Chris and Liz and Greg and Michelle, both being in Florida. I have other co-hosts also that are in Florida, so everybody kind of needs a little bit of prayers right now. But I wanted to come on here at 5 o'clock in the regular time that you guys are used to seeing me and used to seeing us. And I wanted to bring something very special. I just went on a very special cruise, and I see actually one of my cruise mates in the chat right now, a very special cruise to Hawaii. And a lot of you have had questions. You have been asking me, texting me, and I said, you want to know what? I'm going to come on live and I'm going to answer all questions. I'm going to go through what I did in every port, share a little bit of special media with you guys, and I'm going to hang out with you guys for a little bit, have a little cocktail, because of course we do on Fridays, and we are going to have a blast. So while all of you scurry on in, cheers. We'll do a real cheers on the other side of this, but I took all day to work on this. So let's watch this video about Hawaii and a little bit of what I did. So yeah, I like Well, aloha and welcome in to the Friday night Hawaii chat. Let me go to this chat here as you guys are chatting away, and I love it. I put this up here. I always forget about this. I do have a cruise community outside of here. This is a wonderful, wonderful space. We do a lot of sharing of cruising, cruises in there, and many other things. This is a really cool community. So if you haven't connected, give it a try. CNS Travel, hello CNS. Just went on a Hawaii cruise with them, so I knew they would be here. Thanks, guys. Journeys with June and Brady. Hello, Aunt June and Uncle Brady. We'll be cruising with you guys soon. Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl from Cruising is Fun Anytime. We'll be cruising with you very soon as well. Cruise Nuts. Hello, Cruise Nuts. We'll be cruising with you very soon too as well. TJ's Destinations. Hello, TJ. Welcome in. Antoinette. Hello, Antoinette at Fun. Hello, friend. Law Jones. Hope you're having a good Friday, my friend. Let's see. Denise is popping in from work. Hello, Denise. It's check-in day. Oh, it's check-in day for us too. Look at that. Eddie Lugo Studios. Hello, Eddie Lugo. Welcome in. My son flew out to Hawaii on Thursday. Oh, what part of Hawaii did he fly out to? Love Hawaii. How's my heart? Ryan from PK Adventures. Hello, Ryan. Welcome in. Damn, I just ate. You're making me hungry again. Oh, Law, let me tell you, the food there. Oh my God. Backlash Fisherman. Hello, it's Scotty Too Cruisy. Well, hello, Maddie Too Fishy. I don't know. Does that work? Let's see here. Tracy, the other cruise nut. Hello, all. Scott, looking forward to meeting you. Yes, looking forward to meeting you as well. On the Booze 2.0, which is 16 days away, 17 days away, 16. No, wait. It's kind of crazy that I'm going to be cruising, technically cruising twice this month, even though I just got back the first of this month. This cruise that I'm about to talk about was the longest cruise that I have ever taken in my entire life. It was a 15-day cruise out of San Francisco off the Carnival Miracle. If you guys had watched some of my vlogs, I actually went on the Carnival Miracle not too long ago. It went on in May. For Alaska cruise, an 11-day Alaska cruise, and I fell in love with the Miracle, fell in love with the staff in general. Most of them were going to be back there, and when No Pants said he was going to go to Hawaii and needed someone to go, I said, well, here I am. And that Hawaii cruise, let me tell you, 10 sea days is the most sea days, and 4 sea days in a row is the most sea days that I think I have ever endured in that cruise. But getting to Hawaii was worth it. Every single port that we went to was worth it. I thought we got ample time in each port. I'm going to talk about each port specifically, but just kind of kicking this off here, Hawaii was just breathtaking. So Portholes and Pixie Dust have come in. Hello, Portholes and Pixie Dust. Average age of people on this cruise. So this cruise in particular was an older crowd. There were kids on the ship. I didn't think there would be kids on the ship, and there were. And it was a really enjoyable cruise. It was long, but it was just long enough. Just long enough. Antoinette Fun says Honolulu. Ooh, that's the second port I went to. All right, so let's talk a little bit about each port. And after the sea days, the first port that we got to was Maui. Now Maui, we got in at 10 a.m. and we didn't have to leave until 11 p.m., which is amazing because that gave you ample time to do 2 excursions if you wanted to. It gave you ample time to do 1 and still go back to the ship, clean up, and feel like you can go out and do something else because you can go on and off the ship as you please. Also, all cheers, I forgot, for Thirsty Thursday and Friday match game. Everybody cheers. We have gotten to the end of the week. I'm here with you guys. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else, honestly. So did not want to miss this live spot. So Maui was our very first stop. We stayed until 11 o'clock, and we did 2 things. Richard and I both did 2 things. The first thing we did was the Maui Ocean Center, and now the Maui Ocean Center, it was a really cool experience. It was booked through Carnival. Both of these in particular were booked through Carnival. And at any time, if you guys have any questions about Maui or any questions about the excursions, I do have little clips to show you guys along the way. Let me know. Put them in the chat. We went to the Maui Ocean Center. Took about 15, 20-ish minutes to get there by bus, 25 minutes maybe by bus. And we had about an hour and a half to walk around. And it was self-guided. You got to do whatever you would like to do. There were many activities around. You can walk. There was a lot of outdoor aquariums, I guess you can say, and play centers. Couldn't really touch anything, but play centers where you can kind of watch the fish and the sea turtles and things like that uh, kind of play. There was also a whale exhibit, and there was also a 3D exhibit, which was really, really cool because you went in at a certain time and it only played, I think, on the 30s of every hour. So it only played twice every hour for 8 hours. And you sat in a room and it was a dome, an entire dome. You got 3D glasses and you watched a whale recording from about 5 years ago, actually, in Maui, right off the coast, about 12 miles, 13 miles off the coast, and it looked like the whales were coming at you the entire time with sound and all of that. Uh, I got some clips of it, but it also didn't come out as well as I thought it would come out. But that was probably the highlight of that entire trip for the Ocean Center in general. The Ocean Center, I think, was just a way to get off the ship early. Um, because again, on this ship in particular, and getting back to this comment too, obviously the average age of the people were a little bit older, but that also kind of comes with not always, but experienced cruisers. So there was no priority tendering on this ship or priority debarkation. So basically, your shore excursions got you off the ship at the time that you were supposed to get off the ship. So we booked this to get off the ship. We got this to to get off the ship as early as we could in Maui. Now, No Pants, actually, he has a special passport. I have a clip of this too that actually could have gotten us into the Maui Ocean Center for free. Now, if you wanted to get off the ship and you wanted to Uber because you were in the United States, Uber was very, very they were all over the place. Uber, Lyft, they worked everywhere, and they were basically sitting kind of outside the ports because they knew the cruise ship was there, and they would be there like that. And it wasn't that expensive. It was just like you would spend an Uber to get to the bar or something like that here, or get to spend an Uber. It was no more expensive. So it was about $22. We mapped it out, even though we didn't use it because we had booked this through Carnival, but we always kind of want to give everybody the proper information. So you could have Ubered there for $20, $22. And if you had this pass, you actually could have gotten in for free. I'll play this clip here for you guys and I'll show you exactly what that pass is.
Yeah. American Science and Technology Center. Pretty much, it's mainly museums, but I'll tell you, this one's interesting, okay? So there's ASTC, and this is a new thing I haven't told you yet. There's AZA, which is the American Zoological Association, which includes aquariums and zoos.
Ooh,
this facility happens to be a member of both, which is what's really cool, and it might make me want to, because what it is to get in for free to a place, it has to be 90 miles from another place, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So if I were to get a membership here, I'd have both American Science and Technology Center and American Zoos and Aquariums, and there ain't nothing within 90.
Yeah. So that is, I always try to say it and always mess it up. So I had that exact clip so he could say it. He's very informative, and another reason why I like cruising with No Pants, because I learn a lot of things. So if you did have that passport or you were an annual member, you could have gotten in for free. And he had the annual membership card right in his wallet. But we paid $79 to get to the Ocean Center. But again, the transportation was included. We got on a bus. We got to the Ocean Center. We got taken back to the port. So it was worth the $79. Let's just say. Law Jones says, I can't imagine saying no to that cruise offer. Yeah, I couldn't say no. It was one of my bucket list, top 3 bucket list, Law. Ralu, hello, Ron. Welcome in. I am actually drinking. I am drinking kind of like a Paloma. So it is grapefruit sparkling ice. I have a little raspberry nectarine Waterloo. And for all my tequila lovers out there, we got a little Tremana tequila, and not sponsored, but The Rock sponsors it. But hey, Rock, if you end up having to watch this, because somehow I tag Tremana in it. I'm just just joking. I love Tremana, though. I really do. Tremana and Espolón are probably my two favorite tequilas. Let's see. Does getting off the boat differ since it's a U.S. port? It doesn't. No, you basically take your form of identification and your key card. So whether you want to take your passport or you want to take your ID, either way, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I wouldn't take my passport because you're U.S. anyway. So if anything were to happen, Matt, you could just fly back because you're in the U.S. port. It was custom. It was customs at each port, like all of the ports. Yeah. Weldon Carey. Hello, Weldon Carey. Welcome. I'm a little newer to your channel. Well, we always welcome new people. You must be curious about cruising. That's my favorite type. Love it. Law Jones, your camera needed to be 3D glasses. I know. No, I tried to film them through, and I don't know. It just didn't work out. We are trying to reach 200. Yes. I have to get Nightbot set up. I'll get Nightbot set up to you guys. There we go. You can drop it. Perfect. That's interesting. I would have thought with the gas prices, Uber would have been higher. Yeah, I would have too, but it was very reasonable. And honestly, it would have been worth it if we would have just Ubered. But honestly, the experience for the first half of the day until I think 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, we came back was worth it. Bill from Armstrong Adventures. Hello, Bill from Armstrong Adventures. Welcome in. He's on a cruise right now. Ohio Travels with Chris. Hello, Ohio Travels with Chris. Thank you, Matt and Marley. Let's see. Eddie's back. Eddie is back. I smell what you're cooking with the tequila. I know. Oh my God. Weldon Carey says, never been on a cruise. Well, hopefully we'll make you curious enough. All right. So, like I said, we were there until 11 o'clock, which gave us enough time to do the thing that I've always wanted to do in Hawaii, and that was go to a luau. And I have to thank No Pants because we went to our first luau. It was called the Drums of the Pacific, excuse me. And it was an amazing luau. It was all you can eat. It was all you can drink. Again, we got transported there by Carnival. We booked it through Carnival, and be transparent, let everybody know the price. It was about $300 for the excursion, and it did sell out. So here's the thing. These excursions and these special excursions, they sell out very quickly, especially on cruises like this, because that is why all of the people are there for the ports. They're not there for the sea days. Sure, they're there for the sea days, but they're there for the ports. So first, second day, you got to get your butt down there, or you got to buy it on the app. And I'm telling you, because they sold out very, very quick, especially for this one, because this was all you can eat, all you can drink. I believe in Honolulu, there was another one, but it was only one drink and I guess all you can eat. I don't know, but it was not the best of the two luau's. This was the best of the two luau's. It was about $300 and it included transportation. And let's see, hold on. Catch up. I saw some. Randy, hello, Randy. Welcome in. There was, yes, $300 each, $300 each. And again, that included all you can eat, all you can drink. It was an open bar. They also had many, many bar waiters and waitresses coming around, basically asking you what you wanted, but they also had a tray of drinks, like an array of Mai Tais and margaritas ready on hand if you said one of those, or we're like, okay, just give me one of those. It was basically like a, I don't know, diamond or platinum party on Carnival back in the day. And it was all you can eat. The food was amazing. It was a buffet style. It was all Hawaiian, obviously. Pulled pork. They had beef Hawaiian style. They had teriyaki chicken. They had noodles. They had rice. They had raw tuna, ahi sashimi, ahi tuna. They had potato salad, but Hawaiian style. They had salad, Hawaiian style. It was amazing. I went up multiple times and I skipped dessert, as I always do. But dessert, I don't even know what dessert was. I don't know. I didn't look. We were doing this. And do I have a clip? Do I have a clip of the luau? Do I have a clip of the luau? Was like, oh, I do. Here's a clip of the luau. It's a story. So here's the luau. This was the ending. Oh my God. super cool. You know, when you go to a luau, when they end with the flaming knives, just to let you know, that's like a thing. I know, but Eddie, when you go to a place like that, you have to do excursions like that. And I know a lot of people that say Alaska is like that, and I will get to there with Alaska and do the bobsled, the not the bobsledding, the dog sledding, and all of that. But yeah, I wasn't gonna go back to Hawaii anytime soon, Eddie. So I plan to go back to Alaska next year, hopefully, or the year after. Was it better than the glacier cruise in Alaska? Oh, man. Aunt June coming with the hard question real early on. We're only 21 minutes in. Was it better than the glacier cruise in Alaska? Yes. Yes. Slightly. Yes. Only because of the food and the drinks. Only because of the food and the drinks. And the experiences were honestly about the same, like awe-inspiring as the sun goes down. Like they have a whole pre-thing. I was like, oh, this is a cool luau. No Pants was like, what do you mean? It hasn't even started yet. He's like, a luau starts when the sun goes down. And then when the sun goes down, like all the serious people came out. I was like, oh, shit. And then when they did the flaming knives, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And the food wasn't like, we went to a Hilton, I believe. Yes, it was a Hilton, and it was kind of in the back of a Hilton. So it was cool. There was other people that were staying at the Hilton that could also be part of this luau. If you wanted to book this luau by yourself, let's just say you were staying there, transportation doesn't come with it. And this is standard admission, which is what Carnival was selling, and that was 210. So 210. There were people there that was in VIP. I think VIP was somewhere in the 300 range. I think it was like 360. Came with different beads. I don't know where my hookah is, but they all gave you a necklace, and it depended on the size of your shell. If you were standard, we were just standard with our little puka necklaces. And then they had the big necklaces, the big lava rocks. Those were the VIPs, and they got front row seating and all this other picture. The picture that I had at the end of the guy going, yeah, that was VIP. Everybody got the same food. There wasn't any different food for VIP. So funnily, it was, yes, it was definitely, it was better. It was slightly better. Oh, not just pork roast and punch. No, it was not pork roast. Yes, they came out with the pig, and I still don't believe that that was the pig that was just served to us because it was just too quick of an exchange. But I think it was definitely, it was amazing. How dare work interfere with my YouTube? I hate that. I always have to go and run. Hello, Will G. I love how the flame dances in place. I know, and we had good seats, but let's see. Rhythm of the Night in Puerto Vallarta is similar to Hawaiian Luau. Definitely worth the 150. Yes, but is it all you can eat and all you can drink there too as well? Pulled pork, yeah. Oh, pulled pork. There was beef roast. There was salmon too. I forgot to for all my fish people too as well. I did like the poi. The poi, I was at first I was like, what is that? And yeah, that was different. I did like it. I had to eat it with the pulled pork a little bit. I didn't know what it was. It's like weird mashed potatoes. Yeah, it's about the size of your rocks. Yeah, flaming knives. Ooh, my channel is knives, but I'm not talented enough to throw them. Let's see. It is, but the liquor drinks are already mixed. Oh, yeah. No, these were freshly made. And again, there was also a little bar where you can go. There were two waiters, bar tenders, excuse me, behind there that you could go and order anything you want. I went up there. I said, I like tequila, but I don't like anything really sweet. It was something kind of like this, but it was more cherry based, and he knocked it out of the park. It's called like a cherry delight or something like that. He called it. It was amazing. So that experience, top. Right. And that was Maui. Okay. So then we got back on very, very close to the end, 11 o'clock. We woke up the next day and we were in Honolulu. Okay. So many of you know Honolulu. Again, it's Twinetta Fun. Her son just flew there. So Honolulu was another port that we got 10 10 hours in, 11 hours in, 10 o'clock there in the morning, 11 o'clock back at night. And we decided to rent a car because when in Honolulu, there were just too many things that you want to do that the cruise line would restrict you as far as time. You could go to a Pearl Harbor, let's say Pearl Harbor excursion, and it would just eat up a really big chunk of your time. So we decided to rent a car. We rented a car through, I believe No Pants had Costco. So we rented it through Costco. Very, very cost affordable. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was very, very cost affordable. And we went to a bunch of different places. We went to Pearl Harbor and the USS Arizona. Just my hair stood up everywhere where I had hair. I had no idea that I would have a reaction like that. I couldn't speak. It was wow. Have a clip. If you guys want me to play it, I'll play it after this. But Pearl Harbor, okay, we put about 200 miles on the car, which is amazing. Pearl Harbor, we went to the Dole Plantation, and I know a lot of you have heard about the Dole Plantation, so I'm sure y'all have questions about that. We then took the car to the Royal Hawaii and the famous Tiki Bar on Waikiki Beach. So we spent about an hour and a half on Waikiki Beach. Then me and No Pants, we went to a brewery, went to the famous Maui Brewing Company, which is not in Maui, not the location in Maui. And then after we reconvened with our group, we went to the Lokai Brewery before we went and took the rental car back. And the Lokai Brewery has some of the best mac and cheese balls. If you guys, Antoinette, tell your son, oh my God, Lokai Brewery, best cheese balls. But let me go back up to the top because, man, Pearl Harbor and the USS Arizona. We went there by ourselves. The Pearl Harbor, the tickets are $1, right? It is something free to get in, but the dollar goes to the website. And again, as we all know, it is a very somber site, right? This is not like a party site, right? This is a very somber site. There are very many things to walk around. There are tributes to a lot of things. It tells the story. It tells the history. There's a gift shop there. I believe there's a little cafe too. Not a cafe, but like a little snack shop. Yes, there is a little snack shop where we got some sodas and some things like that you can take. And the USS Arizona, which No Pants was on, I had no idea about this, but it had very specific dates and specific times that the tickets were sold. Okay. And it just so happened to be that the tickets were being sold at 3 o'clock on a certain date that we were on our cruise. We set the time. He set the time. I set a backup alarm to buy the tickets. Again, they were just $1. They're not making money on this. This is just $1. It's a memorial. But you had to be there and they sell out, right? This is an experience that sells out. And we were on it. We got 5 tickets, I think, actually. We took my good friend Yoki, as you've seen in the Alaskan vlogs. He was still on the ship at the time. He's still on the ship right now. And we took him to the USS Arizona. And it was, again, I don't know how many of you have had a chance to go to the USS Arizona. I think CNS Travel may have went to the USS Arizona. Or it may have went to Pearl Harbor. We didn't spend any time actually in the Hawaiian ports together, unfortunately. But yeah, man, my hair stood up on end. Let's see. Randy said J&B, they pushed me around in a wheelchair there. Yeah, Randy. I don't know. I couldn't speak. I'm debating on if I want to use the sound in the videos, and it was just wow. Oh wow. Did you drive all around the island? Yes, we did drive all around the island. So we put about 230 miles on the car at the end, but we had unlimited miles, so it was fine. The 200 miles is amazing for an island. I know. Listen to all the places that we went. It was crazy. Living large with Elb Crew. Hello, Red, and welcome in. Welcome in. Finally, the Hawaii content. I know the Hawaii vlogs are like one vlog away from starting. I can't wait. Can't wait. I was in Nita when Randy. I'm going back in December to my PV and told my cruise mate that she can absolutely not go up that hill. Oh boy. Did you tour the Missouri? No, we didn't tour the Missouri. Well, we were a little crunched on time, sort of, kind of. And they actually made the Missouri. This is kind of also a little weird. They made the Missouri like a $21 entry fee to get on. Everything else was free, but that in particular was $21 to get on. So that didn't deter us. We also had some scheduling problems where again we were kind of a little crunched on time. But yeah, that was a little weird. That was a little weird. I don't know if it's always been like that. Oh yeah, CNS did Pearl Harbor all day. You guys booked it through Carnival, correct? I have been there a couple times. Yeah, well, oh my god, it was. Wait, I feel like I. No, you didn't. You honestly, we're only on the second part. We're on the second part. The Arizona is an emotional experience. It is. I didn't think I would have the response I did. It was wild. It was wild. If you guys want me to play the clip that I have, it is of the USS Arizona, where you can actually see the USS Arizona. So, Warmstrong Adventure says you can spend hours at Pearl Harbor. Bill, did you go to the Pearl Harbor in the USS Arizona? I did go to Maui. So Maui was the first port in June. That was the Ocean Center, and that was the luau that we did. So that was Maui very first. Now we're on Honolulu. So yes, the USS Arizona. Meet and I, hello, Meet and I, peace to the chat. Hello. Oh, Denise is back. Denise. All right. Yes, we did the Missouri also. Yes, okay. So that it was part of that entire experience. I think it was what, 5 hours? Correct me if I'm wrong, 5 or 6 hours. Also, why we didn't want to do it through Carnival because we wanted to do the whole travel around the entire island. But I think yes, that came with the Missouri. It came with transport, and it also came with the USS Arizona too. So it was a pretty good package for that deal. I did. I was taken aback. I was. Oh my god. Did you see any remnants of the fire? Yeah, yeah. Honestly, did yeah, yeah. Around the yeah, definitely, definitely, all day, all day, all day. Yeah. Okay. So let me just play this. It's only 21 seconds, but yes, let's play this. From the USS Arizona. Yeah, and it was wild because nobody except the instructors really were talking at all. So everybody was being respectful. Everybody was obviously taken aback, sure, just like myself. But yeah, it was definitely a somber experience for sure. Uh, and then after that, we took the car to the Royal Hawaiian Tiki Bar off Waikiki Beach, the famous Waikiki Beach, because it was about to sunset. And of course, why not watch the sunset on the beach, the Waikiki Beach? Journeys with Junior Brady. So that's all I really wanted to see. Yeah, I mean, believe me, I will still be there. Hey, one of my cruise mates, Keone. Hello, Keone. Welcome in. Tanya. Hello, Tanya. Event yours. Hello, Scott. Thinking about all the great people lost. I have a video. Believe me, it will be out. And it was the wall was amazing, and also she had said that there was a lot of special burials there too as well that of mates that were there at Pearl Harbor, shipmates, and they had requested to be buried there, and they're very special. I think she said there were four very special burials there, and they lowered the family was there and everything. It was I'm getting chills right now. Oh my god. Hello, Scott McNeil. Good evening, everyone. Just getting home. Well, thank you for coming on in. So then we went to the Waikiki Beach. We went to the Royal Hawaii, and they have a very famous tiki bar there, right on the beach. Waikiki Beach, of course. Sure, everybody has heard of. I don't think I have a clip of it. I don't have a clip of it. But Waikiki Beach was amazing. We spent a few hours there. We left a couple that we were cruising with there, and we decided to go to Maui Brewing Company. Decided to actually tour a little bit and walk a little bit from the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, and we went bar hopping, and we went to Maui Brewing Company. Maui Brewing Company was great. We had a few flights. We tasted some beers. That video will be out too as well. All Hawaiian beers, all special beers that we couldn't get anywhere else, any other ports that we were getting. That's the other thing. No Pants is relentless on that. He wants to make sure that he tries things that are unique to that port, or something that you can only get at that port, only something that you can get at that brewery. So if you are cruising with me and I start rubbing off on me, well, hey, that's just the way it should be, right? Something authentic to that entire place. So we had a flight, we rated all of them, and we went back. We picked up our friends, and we decided to take the car back because it was about 9:30. It was about 9 o'clock, about 9 o'clock. And we hit, of course, one more brewery on the way back. And this is probably my favorite brewery because it had one of my favorite appetizers. It had fried mac and cheese balls. We had, again, a tasting there too as well, a little flight. It was called the Lokai Brewery. So if you're in Honolulu, check out the Lokai Brewery. It's a very small micro brewery, but again, their appetizers must be amazing because their mac and cheese balls, holy shit, man, I'm telling you. And they had a bunch, and it was a little food truck that was attached to the brewery. So I mean, hey, that's how you know that this shit is fire. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. The contrast between the beautiful islands and the horrible events. I know it's crazy. So amazing. You're making me wish Hawaii. You can always go back. Go back. How was the traffic in Honolulu? Last time we were there, the roads were packed. It was, you know what? During the day, it was a little congested. It wasn't crazy though, but once it got towards night, yeah, like after the Dole plantation, it subsided and kind of died off after we left. But again, we were going into very touristy areas. Dole Plantation was very touristy. The ride there wasn't. It was like 45 minutes from Pearl Harbor, and the Dole Plantation to the Royal Hawaii was about 35 minutes. And then we walked to the Maui Brewing Company, and the Lokai Brewing Company from there was probably about 23-ish minutes. We got lost. We took a wrong turn, so probably about 25 minutes. But yeah, it was Lokai Brewery, mac and cheese balls. I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about the mac and cheese balls. That part amazes me that he can remember it all. Come on, I had to write it down. I can't remember it all. Not that good. Get a lot of you guys. He doesn't drink as much as it appears to be. Well, yeah, I mean, if I'm going to talk about a serious topic like this, right? I mean, come on. I made a whole intro and everything. I'm going to come up here and be like, oh, I don't remember what I did. Can't do that. All right. So that was cool. Let me make sure I don't have anything else to play for that. Oh, I do. Okay. So this was awesome. We got to take in the Dole Plantation. We got to take what they call the Pineapple Express. And for all my 420 friends, you might laugh at that and say, well, Pineapple Express. Well, yes, there is a real Pineapple Express. And here it is. Very short clip. All aboard the Pineapple Express.
You guys know right here?
Yes. And it takes you all around the Dole Plantation just like this.
Before the Hawaiian Islands were united by King Kamehameha I, Wāhiwa was where Oahu chiefs and their armies lived, trained, and fought for control.
Yes. So it takes you all around. It takes about 40-ish minutes to go all around the Dole Plantation. They tell you all around about the history and drop you back off. You go to the gift shop. I went to the gift shop. You'll see all that on the vlogs. I'm not going to spoil it all for you guys. But yeah, we got to go on the Pineapple Express. It was so amazing. I didn't even know the Pineapple Express actually existed in real life. I thought No Pants was messing with me. Sometimes the wrong turns are the best trips. Sometimes they are. You never know. Ren is laughing. Troy S. Hall, howdy to Smoking Scott. And just as we're talking about 420 and pineapples, look at that Pineapple Express. Yes, there is a Pineapple Express, Troy. Real book. I'm smelling a group cruise to Hawaii. Oh my God. They have to really love me for that. Warmstrong. Oh my God. Enough Hawaiian deals casino deals to go. That is the white pineapple a thing? No, pink pineapple is a thing. Pink pineapple is a thing. They had pink pineapple, and then they also were giving out. And if you saw my intro, they've given out pineapples, actual pineapples from the Dole plantation, for samples. They had tahine that you can dip it in, but I'm not a tahine guy, so sorry about that. Yeah, group cruise. Yeah, we'll see. So after Honolulu, we dropped off the car. I don't have anything else. Okay, good. Dropped off the car, and then the next day, unfortunately, it was shorter, but we went to, and I like to say it like this. I like to say the port like this, but most of you would know it as Kauai, but it's really called Nowili Willie. So we went to Nowili Willie, and we went to Kauai. We got there. What was it? It was only 10 to 4 p.m. So I'm sorry, it was 8 to 4. I'm lying. It was 8 to 4. 8 to 4 p.m. Little short, but we booked what they call the Waimea Canyon. And this was the Grand Canyon comparison, the Grand Canyon of Hawaii, the Waimea Canyon. And it was amazing. I don't think. Oh, I do have a clip from it, but I'll talk about it first. So the Waimea Canyon, we took a big bus, huge bus. It took about an hour and a half. I don't know if we took the slow way, but man, we were going up a hill and canyon the entire time, and we went up. We stopped a few times too. There was some different things. If you saw in my intro to the natural blowhole, we actually stopped halfway up to see that blowhole, and we stopped for about a half an hour. Everybody could take pictures and things like that. That was awesome and amazing. The blowhole, it blew 9 or 10 times while we were there, so apparently it was a good blowing. That's what the driver said. So I got pictures of it. I got videos of it. So again, you guys will see all that. So we made our way up the canyon, and we got up to the canyon, and we had about 45 minutes up at the canyon. I don't have any views of the canyon, so you guys will have to wait for that. But once you got up to the canyon, you were taking your pictures. I actually have a binocular view so you guys can see the real close up of the canyon. There was a local up there, and he was obviously there, employed by the state or something like that. They're not just going to have a guy dressed like this, but this gentleman was up at the Waimea Canyon, and he was giving us an entire speech about Hawaii, and this is a little important piece of it. So it's about a minute and 30-ish seconds here from the Waimea Canyon.
Get in touch with your spiritual beings, your ancestors. Later, more for ceremony, maybe the birthing of royal families. Last chief of Kauai, Kaumoali'i, he used them for communication. Whenever an emergency was occurring, he had a particular blow that he would do that would then be relayed by all the other shout blowers to one another until the whole island knew what was taking place. So here's a perfect example. We're going to pretend we all live in the same village. I've been chosen to cook lunch. You're doing the chores. Lunch is just about ready. I am simply calling everybody home. This is probably what you hear. Oh yeah, you guys ready for lunch? I'm kidding. Okay, here we go. Everybody would come running home, get their share. After done eating, right back to doing chores. Totally different day. Our chief gets word our enemies are approaching. Orders me up onto a high ridge to keep an eye on the horizon. I'm staring at the ocean. I spot 500 canoes coming. That's probably our enemies. This will be the warning cry to get my fellow villagers prepared. Basically, would have told all of you to get your weapons, get your butt in gear. Meet me at the ocean now. We've got major business to take care of. If I would have forgot my cell phone at home on that day, I could have cost us our lives, you guys. Okay? That's how important the cell phone used to be, right?
So yeah, he talked for about 15-ish minutes. He wanted us to have obviously the time to be in the canyon, but he was very, very informational, and obviously had a little tip uh, basket. I think he whatever handmade, not handmade, but yeah, it was amazing experience, and of course he had obviously threw some humor in there. So that was amazing. Train Roswell High almost as amazing as going to the Van Gogh Museum and eating space. Oh, I did do that. I ate space ice cream when I was like, I don't know, 11 when we went to the Van Gogh Museum in New York. Good boss. I know. I said that I was like, right? No, but whatever. So cool. I can't wait to see the vlogs of it. I know. The Maui vlog starts in 2 days, I think. 2 days. I almost see his booty. Where's Jason Momoa when you need him? Uh, I would be saying to myself, no win, no win. Blow the cloth line. Is he blowing a conch? Yes, he is. He is. He's blowing a shell. Yes. Right? That is cool. I mean, I was like, what? How awesome is that? And so we got about a half an hour up there. The excursion actually took a while. So it took a lot longer than I had anticipated. I saw on the website it was only 4 hours. It took like 6. We did stop on the way down at the bottom of the canyon, which offered a few gift shops, and it offered a few stands. You can either get shrimp tacos or you could get shaved ice, as you saw in the intro too. We had some shaved ice, but that was one of the things when you stop down at the canyon. We only got 30 minutes. And you kind of had to commit to something, right? They dropped you off. They said, okay, you got 30 minutes. And you either kind of like walked a few blocks and went to shopping. And it wasn't like shopping, like, whatever, shopping it here. It was little gift shops and things like that. You can go down there. But again, if you came back and you tried to wait on the food line was already, people were already waiting on it. So you weren't going to make it in 30 minutes and people were already rushing and things like that. So you really had to commit. You wanted food, you got food. If you wanted to go shopping for souvenirs and little mud shirts, they had like shirts that were made from the mud that you can actually, they were, I don't know, dipped them in the canyon mud or whatever they did. Either way, there were things that you could get there, but you had to commit to one or the other. Otherwise, you felt really rushed, and people looked at you because I was like 3 minutes late on the way back to the canyon, and people were like, "Oh," so you don't be late. I don't know. You don't be late on the bus. They were all like, "Oh." So yeah, you had to commit to something when you got to the Waimea Canyon. Let's see what else is here, and I'll tell you what else we did. Oh my God, this is going to be a crazy vlog when we get to this part of the vlog. Oh no, okay, I got it. And then after that, they dropped us off. We still had a little bit of time. And if you guys saw any of my Alaska vlogs or saw any of my vlogs with no pants, this man loves Costco and he loves going, right? Getting the cheapest lunch, which is the cheapest lunch in Hawaii, because we went and we got $1.50 hot dog. He got $1.50 hot dog, and I got a chicken bake, but he got $1.50 hot dog. Technically, the cheapest lunch in Hawaii. We went and we did a little drunk Costco sample run. Again, there's some things said in the videos that I don't even remember. And we ate a chicken bake. We did not put the chicken bake and the hot dog this time. I talked them way out of that. So that didn't happen. And then we took an Uber back and we got on the ship. So that was only 4:00. The Costco run was just wild. That has nothing really to do with Hawaii. Otherwise, then it was a little different. It was a tiny bit different. Honestly, it really felt like your regular Costco, but yeah, it wasn't any different. Then the next day, we woke up and we were in Kona. Okay. Kona was a tender port. Now, for those that may or may not know what a tender port is, tender port, okay, you take a little boat into a bigger, or you take a little boat from your big boat, take a little boat from your big ship, to your port, which was Kona, aka Big Island, which was the last Hawaiian island. I'm not including Ensenada on here. Okay. Kona, and it was a tender port. All I did in the port of Kona was I walked around with my friend Yoki. We only had a couple ports off, so no pants went off, and he did a glass bottom tour. I was not really interested in doing that, so I walked around with Yoki. I don't think I have anything from. No, I think it played everything. Yeah, played everything. So we just walked around. We got a beer, hung out, and I found a really cool gift shop. There were a lot of gift shops there. There were a lot of different things in Kona. We went to the Kona Brewing Company, and we met No Pants at the Kona Brewing Company because, of course, when in Kona, when I go to the Kona Brewing Company, I met him in the middle of his Kona Brewing sample. Of course, he gets all the flights. So he had like 3 flights that he was sampling and ranking all of the beers. I got on the back end of that. And then after that, he went to another brewery, but I decided to go back on the ship because I knew this was going to happen, and it did, sort of, kind of. We were only an hour late, but I projected this. When you don't have any priority, right? It is just going to be a crap show with the tender ports. And it was, right? They had 3 tender ports going back and forth with a line of people up and around further than you could see. And I knew it, right? And it was getting time. We had to get back by 3:30. This was 3:30. You ain't doing it by 3:30. No way. Right. And I'm sitting in a bar that's pretty close to very, very close to where you had to get the tender. Watching it. Yeah. 1:00. No. Still can't see the end. 2:00. No, still can't see the end. Carnival ended up hiring one of the fishing ships or charter boats to take a couple runs to go and take like 200 passengers each because it was a bigger ship to take it to our cruise ship, and they paid that excursion to do that, and we made it by 4:30, so we were just an hour late from pulling out of Kona. But Kona was fun. Kona, once you dock in Kona, not dock, I'm sorry, once you tender over and you get off and dock, everything's walkable in Kona. You could take an Uber if you wanted to, but again, everything is very walkable. If you wanted to just go to the shops, if you wanted to find something to eat there, very, 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 very easy to get around Kona. Yeah, the shirts were made with the canyon mud. What they call them, mud shirts or something like that. Scott was so drunk by the time he was playing the roast chicken in. No, actually, it's so good at every port, honestly. Was that the Six Brewery? Six Brewery. I think there is a joke there. Glass bottom boat, no pants. No, he really went on a glass bottom boat tour. But he did that. So I'll tell you, he did that to get off the boat early. They got off the boat at 9:00. They did the glass bottom boat. It was only an hour, and he got off and did his own thing at 10:00. I had to wait until just south of 11:30. I'm telling you, the tender was a mess coming on, going off for a lot of people, and that's why I just decided to wait until 11:30. So I don't know if you experienced that CNS, but man, also had a beach right beside the port. Yes, there is a beach right beside the port, and there's also a shop called ABC, which is kind of like your local 7-Eleven. Has everything that you could probably ever think that you ever want, and you can go and buy it, including alcohol too. So we did not go to the volcano. We decided to go to the canyon instead of the volcano. So we were kind of going back and forth with that. We talked to the shore excursion lady, and she really talked us into the Waimea Canyon. So I think the mud shirts are like tie-dye, but mud dyed. Yeah, it's something like that where you get to take home a piece of the canyon. It was really cool. Honestly, I went shopping and I didn't get anything. So I felt like I really wasted my time there when I could have gotten shrimp tacos or these other little, I forget what they're called. You'll see them in the vlog that No Pants got. They were amazing. They were like apples and bananas or something, fried in this like egg roll wrap. Oh God, they were amazing. CNS says we didn't have problems getting off the ship, but getting back was a different story. Okay. I don't know if you guys waited, but yeah, I waited because I knew it was just going to be a mess. As early as that opened up, everybody was going to be screaming, "Oh, I'm Diamond," and trying to get off the ship in Kona. I said, I'm gonna wait for a little bit. The lifeboat tenders were way too small. Yeah, and the funny thing was, on the way there, they let me stand, but on the way back, they insisted that I sit. I was like, no, there are elderly guests and cruisers. I would like to stand so I could obviously leave the seat for them. Going, had no problem, but coming back, they were like, no, you have to sit. Like, hey, I'm trying to be nice here. Like, hey, you guys have a lot of people that still get back. I'm trying to help you guys. Dark Theme, hello, Dark Theme, welcome in, welcome in. Just talking about Hawaii. Kelly, I bring it every day. Hello, Kelly, I bring it every day. And Rob cruising on the high seas and travel. Hello, Rob cruising on the high seas and travel. Sorry. Yeah. So, and that was all of the Hawaii ports. So we went to Maui, we went to Honolulu, we went to Kauai, and we went to Kona. And if any of you guys have any questions, let me know. We got about 3 more minutes of this. Let me make sure that I played everything that I was supposed to play. Didn't mess anything up. Did I play this? I didn't play this. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna play that. So if you guys have any questions about Hawaii, if you guys are going to Hawaii, if you any other questions, otherwise, I enjoyed out of Hawaii. I would definitely go back. I don't think I would go back next year. I think it was one of those definitely bucket list places. But if I could put it on a 5-year plan to go back to Hawaii in 5 years via cruise ship, may go back there flying there earlier, but via cruise ship, I think I could put it on a 5-year plan. The Starlink epidemic. Yes, the Starlink was returned, and we were able to check it out in every port. So as of now, I guess that's how Carnival is treating it. It's treating it like a drone. If you have a mini Starlink, a personal Starlink, you can bring it. The Wi-Fi in all the ports. Let me just say this, Rob. The Wi-Fi in every single Hawaiian port. Not talking about Ensenada. Every single Hawaiian port was amazing. Or the connection, the cell service, whatever you were using was amazing. I didn't experience one lag whatsoever at all with any of the cell service, which is also why No Pants did it too as well. So because he knew he had good cell service. And I think overall, if I had to pick another port that I was going to go to and fly to, oh man, that one's tough. If you really want the nature experience of it all, I think I would probably pick Kauai and the Willy Willy because I know that's more of your nature scenic type of Hawaii. But honestly, I think I would want to go back to Maui again and experience and rent a car in Maui and do what I did in Honolulu and Maui and go to more places in Maui because Maui was really cool and it's big. And even though we did the Ocean Center, one side of town, Ocean Center, and then we did the Luau Drums of the Pacific, which was all the way over here. There was a lot of stuff in between that I think that we definitely missed. And I don't know. If I was exploring, I would want to go to Maui. But if I was on a nature kick where I wanted to just do hikes and canyons and see the true beauty of Hawaii, I think I would go to Nawili Willy Kauai because Nawili Willy and Kauai was different. There wasn't when we went to the shopping, it wasn't like it was very. I don't say third world. It wasn't third world, but it was very, very different from the shopping in Honolulu, or very different than the shopping in Maui. Very different, and not a city setting for sure at all. Let's see here. So you're going to do a podcast for each island? No, Law. I'm not going to do a podcast for each island. Hey, sorry, y'all. I'm just here. No worries, Uncle Dave. No worries. Talking about Hawaii. Going to get off soon here. Question: are you looking to go in the dream out of Wow, we're booking in 2077. Those booking windows, Rob. I can put it on my schedule. CNS says we rented a car in Maui and it was great. Oh, what did you do in Maui? Tell us what you did in Maui. I will highlight it before we leave. That is, see, you did. We kind of flip flopped in each of our ports. CNS. Crystal and Sherman, we spent a lot of time on the ship together, but we definitely didn't spend time in port. So again, those ports are the reason why you go on these ships. Oh, I got him. Damn, there's been this gnat in here. I finally got him. Bite me. You see me swat the screen? Yeah, gross ass. Get him. We went to the dry side of Kauai. Ooh, okay. Yes, let's go off and raid. Yeah, it's one of the mods can drop the usual suspects. Sorry. Somebody, yeah, we can drop the usual suspects and June. We can drop the usual suspects, Will G, anybody, Law, and we can go over and we can raid our friends because I'm almost done. I'm sure it's been asked, but what are you drinking tonight? I am drinking Tremont tequila in a little Paloma. I was gonna get stuff for Mai Tais, but ran out of time, so I was spending all that time on the intro. Let's see. Put some vinegar and Dawn in a shot glass for gnats. Yeah. There was only one singular gnat though. It was really weird, but yeah, I will. I will do that to prevent other nights. So yeah, let's go on over to the usual suspects. Eddie Lugo will go over here and let's give it a little Hawaii raid. Oh, look at this. Thank you very much. Give you a little Hawaii raid, CC raid, whatever you guys want to do. Thank you guys for spending an hour with me. I want to let you know we will be back next week with the match game in this spot. Tanya from Event Your Spirits, Tanya and Pretty Timmy are going to come up on the stage and give it all they got for the match game. So Tanya and Timmy, if you're still here, I know they were here. You guys are next for the match game. Cannot wait. And I will see you guys on the flip side. So let's go on over and raid my good friend Eddie Lugo and Rob from Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, and Jeremy and Cheryl. I almost said Jeremy again. Said that live the other day. All right, let's get out of here. I'll see you guys later. Thank you, everybody, and mahalo and aloha and hello, Kimberly. Always great to see you guys. Love you guys, and mahalo and aloha or mahalo. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Run to the lagoon. Oh. Oh. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. That's cool. Hey, buddy.